Hey coin collectors and treasure hunters! Welcome back to the place where old coins tell rich stories. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 1974 Kennedy half dollar. Is it just worth 50 cents, or could it be hiding some serious value? Let's find out. The Kennedy half dollar was introduced in 1964, just months after President John F. Kennedy's assassination, as a tribute to the beloved leader. By 1974, 10 years later, this coin was already a collector's item, despite being minted for circulation. But here's something you may not know: the 1974 Kennedy half dollar was produced without any silver. That's right. Unlike the earlier issues from 1964, which were 90% silver, and those from 1965 to 1970, which had 40% silver, the 1974 version is made of copper-nickel clad. There are three versions of the 1974 Kennedy half dollar, based on where they were minted: 1974, no mint mark, ***. Minted in Philadelphia 1974, D****. Minted in Denver 1974, S****. A special proof version minted in San Francisco. To find the mint mark, just look to the right of Kennedy's neck on the coin's obverse side. If there's a small D, that's from Denver. No mark, that's Philly. And an S means it's a proof coin, not intended for regular circulation. Now let's talk about value, especially for those of you who found this coin in your pocket or your old piggy bank. In circulated condition, most 1974 Kennedy half dollars, whether from Philly or Denver, are still worth their face value of 50 cents.
Why?
Because they don't contain silver, and millions were minted, over 200 million combined. But here's the good news: some well-preserved circulated coins can still be worth more than face value, especially if they're in almost uncirculated AU condition. These coins can sell for around $1.00 to $2.00 depending on the market. Now if you've got an uncirculated 1974 Kennedy half dollar, say MS-63 or higher, you might be in for a surprise. These coins, especially in brilliant uncirculated condition, can fetch between $3 to $10, depending on the grade. Even more exciting are the errors and varieties. One of the most famous is the 1974 D double die obverse, DDO. If you closely examine the word "In God We Trust" and see some doubling, you might be holding a rare treasure. These DDOs in good condition can sell for $40 to over $300, depending on the grade and buyer interest. The 1974 S-proof Kennedy half dollar, although made for collectors, was also struck in copper-nickel. No silver here either. Still, these proof coins, if they're still in their original packaging and in great shape, can be worth $3 to $5 today. And by the way, don't get confused, there are no official silver 1974 Kennedy half dollars. If you hear someone claiming they have one, it's either a privately plated version or an error, but extremely rare. Here are a few quick tips if you're collecting the 1974 Kennedy half dollar. Use a magnifier to check for doubling and mint mark errors. Store your coins in a dry, airtight holder to prevent damage. Always compare with price guides and recent sales before selling. If you suspect you have an error coin, consider getting it graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. So, is the 1974 Kennedy half dollar rare? Not exactly, but it's still a beautiful piece of American history, and certain versions can be worth more than you think. The Kennedy half dollar was created as a tribute to President John F. Kennedy, who was assassinated on November 22, 1963. The nation mourned deeply, and within days, plans were underway to memorialize him on U.S. currency. The half dollar was chosen because it had enough space for a proper portrait, and it replaced the Benjamin Franklin half dollar series, which had only been in circulation since 1948. The first Kennedy half dollars were released in March 1964, made with 90% silver, and were widely hoarded by the public due to their emotional and monetary value. From 1965 to 1970, the U.S. Mint reduced the silver content to 40%, responding to rising silver prices and coin shortages. But by 1971, even that was eliminated, and the Kennedy half dollar became a copper-nickel-clad coin, similar to dimes and quarters. The 1974 Kennedy half dollar is part of this clad series, meaning it contains no silver, just an inner copper core with outer layers of copper-nickel. The 1974 issue was produced at 3 U.S. Mint facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark, Denver, D mint mark, San Francisco, S mint mark, for proof coins only, over 200 million coins were struck in total between Philadelphia and Denver, making this year a high mintage year, which affects its value today. Even though it's common, the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar remains a favorite among collectors for several reasons. It's part of a beloved series linked to a major historical figure. It has a bold, attractive design with Kennedy's portrait and the presidential seal. Certain coins from this year, especially those with double die errors, can be valuable. It's also a great entry point for new collectors because it's still affordable. The designers of the Kennedy half-dollar were Gilroy Roberts, obverse, and Frank Gasparo, reverse. The reverse design features the presidential seal, an eagle with a shield, arrows, and olive branch, making it one of the most detailed coinbacks in U.S. history. In 1974, Congress was debating whether to eliminate the half-dollar entirely due to declining use in everyday commerce, but the coin continued production. By the 1980s, the Kennedy half-dollar had all but vanished from circulation. People either hoarded them or ignored them. Most are now minted only for collectors, not for everyday use. So, is the 1974 Kennedy half-dollar rare? Not exactly, but it's still a beautiful piece of American history, and certain versions can be worth more than you think. Got one in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss a coin breakdown. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next coin be a rare one.